Hey folks, on this video I'm going to show you how to remove the front wheel bearings on the Ultra Classic without special tools. So let's get to it. I got the new all balls bearings that came with a sticker. Yippee! I'm going to show you how to replace your front wheel bearings. This just happens to be my Harley Ultra Classic. A lot of them are all the same, two bearings and a front hub. I'm going to weld a couple of ledges on this thing. And don't start a fire in your house. Got some flammable shit in there. Not what you want to do, folks. I'll just let it burn out. Alright. Let's weld this bad boy up. Alright, now that I got that welded, that's going to give me some edges on there where I can hit that right out. I'm just going to heat up around the hub. The reason being is this heating up the hub will expand the hub and make it easier for that bearing to just pop right out. And that should be good enough. I'm going to take my punch and run it down and just start tapping the punch onto those welds that I made, and that should help the bearing come right out. Bam! She's out. What a beautiful thing. And there it is. You can see where I did the weld in 3 spots and I popped it right out. Sweet. And of course, heating the hub actually helps it to jump out of there easier. Alright, now we're going to do the other side. Alright, the other side, a little bit easier because everything's already out of the way. So I'm just going to heat the hub up. Right, flip it over. Now the bearing does have a lip where I can just tap it, and I'll just go around tapping it. That's it. And the bearing's out. So both bearings are out. And that's all there is to it. Now, of course, to do this, you would need a welder to do it this way. There is another option. I don't find it works well. Some guys, what they'll do is they'll push this pin out of the way and get a little bit of the lip on the bearing and push it out. But on these Ultra Classics, you can't do that. It doesn't work. There's not, crap. There's not enough room on these to move this pin out of the way to get to the bearing at the bottom of the lip. So you got to come up with a new way. Either you use the blind bearing puller, right? You buy one, you rent it, whatever, or you do it the way I did it and you put 3 welds on the bearing and pop it out. Once you get one bearing out, you can smack the other one through with a brass punch. I'm taking the bearings and I'm putting them in the freezer overnight. Putting these in a freezer will make them shrink a little bit. Then when you come back to put them in the hub, heat the hub up a little bit and it should just go in like butter. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit, the inside of the hub. It's not bad, but I'm going to hit it up with a little 1000 grit sandpaper and just get some of this out of here. Alright, this is mostly dirt, caked on grease and whatnot, but you know, being OCD like I am, I like to clean it up. So when I put the new bearing in, that stuff doesn't get in the way and cause any issues. Then take some air and just blow it all out. Alright, so now you got a real nice clean surface for the bearing to sit in. And no, no dirt, grease, or grime in the way to, get in the way of the bearing seating properly. One last thing before I go, so I'm gonna clean this up. All right, I didn't have any brake clean, or else normally I would have used brake clean to clean this up. So I'm just gonna use some mass airflow sensor cleaner. It's what I have, it's what I'm gonna use. Works just as good, really. Now I'm sure you know why this bucket caught on fire. So when you're working in the shop, be careful. I do have a fire extinguisher, but I didn't feel the need to grab it and use it. Center pin's clean, ready to go in. All right, let's go to the freezer. Come on, Chew, go. Go, Chew. Well, we're here, we're at the fridge. Bearings into my brand new freezer. Oh, my wife's gonna love this one. So for 24 hours, I'll leave the bearings in there, like I said. And then tomorrow when I get a chance, we'll get the bearings out, we'll get them into the hub.